Entertainment. My name is Hunterman, and this is a little bit more of Stellaris. How much more? I don't know, because we are currently outnumbered by the computer fleets in every possible way by 10x. So giving them that little buff of the difficulty is clearly not where I should be playing. Molly says hello to YouTube. She is over on twitch.tv/Hunterman in the past to you all watching on YouTube. But that's not what's happening right now. So, nodal consciousness discovered, apparently. The Dieth, which are a pre-FTL species, sapient pre-FTL species, explorers on Fiesta 3 have discovered a previously unknown species of mollusk. On its own, each of these creatures barely qualifies as sapient. However, when two or more are joined through physical contact, they form semi-conscious node. Theoretically, these nodes should be capable of an exponential growth in cognitive power. Simply put, the people of Fiesta 3 have stumbled into a biological thinking machine. Given time, this discovery could herald the advent of an organic singularity. I think we should prevent the singularity. Oh man, that would require a lot of science upkeep in Unity. But we are risk-averse, and that sounds dangerous, and I've had that be dangerous in previous runs. So that's going to be dangerous. So organic singularity is happening. So what else is happening? So our borders are pretty solid by physical space. I mean, like, we have basically no holes. This doesn't really count. This is just a gap of many stars. I'm catching the YouTube up. Our neighbors are at war with each other, and our neighbors are at war with each other, and we have this giant, actually dick-shaped orange blob in the galaxy, which is the Grugung Annihilators, who are fanatical purifiers, who have almost taken out my last hope, which is possibly the Great Khan rising up, because they've almost taken out the Marauders. I believe there is a second Marauder civilization in the galaxy, but I don't know where they are. And as I was saying, my fleets are each 3k, and this fleet right here is almost 3k. Everybody else's singular lump of fleet is almost 3k. 30k, I'm sorry, is almost 30k. Which is... in normal... okay, not in normal. In ensign level difficulty, I would be reaching 30k in a fleet probably around this time. So maybe I didn't do so badly as I had too many uprisings, things that distracted my economy.
Special project complete.
Hey, we got with defects. Due to the vessel being a civilian transport ship, databases were not fully scrubbed. We gained Supreme Alloy? Supreme Alloy? Excuse me? Or was that progress on Supreme Alloy? Might have been progress on Supreme Alloy. We are in the process of learning the ability to modify our civilization so that they can live on other planets. So we can do like a colony push. We can figure out what is the most colonizable that we don't have access to. It looks like Arctic World. We do have two Tomb Worlds. I did discover in the interim that part of my origin starting is that I get the raiding bombardment automatically, and I was trying to figure out why I couldn't pick it up as a tradition. So that's another thing that would have been different in the first and only war. No, I'm sorry, first of the the double war that I was in earlier. If I'd known that, I definitely could have raided and gotten more population. And well, I mean, what I'm saying, YouTube, is that there is a decent chance that this playlist will start again as I try and play this series again. Because that happens sometimes. Sometimes I'll start playing a given civilization, and it doesn't work out, and I don't want to give it up immediately. It is, however, like 80 freaking degrees outside, and it's about that hot in here. They want to form a commercial pack which will get them 28 money each month. What will it get us? Why is it just telling me what it'll get them? I don't really have the influence to use on anything else, but these guys are making pacts with me because they are about to be sacked. They are in the middle of a war. I think their civilization's coming to an end. And here we are. We're just gonna click through all the planets really quick and check out the job situation. What we need is... We need more alloys. That's what we really need. Alright, and people are dying. Who died? General Zelix has died. That's over here on the armies. An eager young upstart named Vox, otherwise known as the Voice. Orbital bombardment damage, war exhaustion, hostile... Okay, Starbase defense platforms and hulls have their damage increased by 33%. Yeah. We've got people flying through our borders who should be friendly to us. We share approximately 3 wormhole borders with the spoilers. Carnival protesters, I should say. Protesters springing up on Molly. Molly, who is in the chat. These large and colorful assemblies have gathered in support of singular frivolous issues, from the right to hold public dance inside of financial institutions, to which colors should be painted onto our defense platforms. The protests are not violent, but they are noisy. Some of the civic services on Molly have been placed under strain by disruption. The same cannot be said for the general public, however, who, rather than being inconvenienced, seem to be instead enjoying the quirky demonstrations. We must get to the bottom of this. Specialist pop output 30% negative on Molly for 2 years, and plus 20% happiness.
Scientific breakthrough
reduces output
achieved.
but increases happiness. Research station, okay. Huh, Black Hole Observatory. We've got black hole suns, don't we? Wash away the rain, black hole sun. Won't you come? Yeah, we get 2 of them. Black Hole Observatory, not a bad thing. That would get us some physics as a thing, I'm pretty sure. But if we got research station output, we would get research a little faster. The shield generator would be good, but like we're not in a position to back it up. Science requires gases, which we do not have in... Well, we have a little bit better than we did. Alright. More research station output. Well, no. I'm doing a lot of second guessing myself too while I'm at it. We do have the consumer goods to support. Wait, how much? 30, 30, 30? What are they now? Aren't they like 10, 10, 10? 12, 12, 12. So that's more than double. That's almost triple. Alright, you know what? We'll do some of that. It will require pops to populate, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, welcome back, YouTube. This is my frustration because I don't know that I've done a few things wrong, but I don't know that I've done enough wrong to warrant this level of sacking. Ah, it's the Manifesti. Protests in Mali have ceased almost as suddenly as they began. I have an itch, and it's really getting to me. I don't know what's going on there. Have ceased almost as suddenly as they began. Rumors about the origins abound, but many whispers speak of a group called the Manifesti. The enigmatic collective seems to have been responsible for a number of provocative art projects in recent years. Their subject matter every bit as spurious as the issues that we see protesting. Arrest the so-called artists. Negative unity. Negative unity? Well, I need unity. Curses! I was expecting a more kobold answer to the Manifesti. Okay, you go park over there. Science ship, you need to be sciencing. Hold on. Am I out of dig sites? I think I'm out of dig sites. I think we were going to burn the migrating forest. We should do that. Because we're a little evil. We're kobolds. Kobolds. Hey, do we have any free Unity stocked up in here? Something I can get with relics? Not yet. Sell some to private collectors for monies. Okay, we've got a upgradable situation. We've got habitability modification can happen in 23 months, and then it'll take several months to do. I think they're preparing to take out the last of this Marauder fleet. And we're voting on something. The Readied Shield. Let's add a ship design to this. Oh, I was going to build a starbase. Then build a art college, which will get us Unity. Planetary unification, patron of the arts, one vision. Okay. We need to start turning everything towards alloys. And we're about tapped on consumer goods now. Unaware of the danger looming, the inhabitants of Fiesta 3 continue to experiment with the recently discovered nodal consciousness, making use of its calculations in everything from architecture to education. Slowing their progress will be difficult, but by introducing a genetically augmented virus into the planet's water cycle, we should be able to reduce the cognitive power of the individual nodes. Of course, as with any untested technology, there are unknown risks. We will gain society insight. Technology. We're not going to have the crystals for that, are we? No, we are. We barely are. Alright, Betty. You need a holotheater, Betty. I keep waiting for a release date of the new Castlevania anime. It's supposed to be this year. Pictures grunt 1,000 words. A subversive dialect has taken root within our art centers and education institutes. Its origin lies in another project penned by the Manifesti. Linguist notes that the so-called Uslurp speak, all words relating to our economy are replaced with expressive grunts. More worryingly, its many colorful insults all seem to derive from the names of prominent military figures. This has drawn formal complaints from the individuals' families. Keep an eye on it for now, or this cross-align and demands will... Okay. Molly says I'm a couple episodes behind on the current Castlevania season. Molly? it's over. There's not a current Castlevania series. It's been over for like a year and a half. It's really, you know what? I will say I thought it was really good, but on behalf of 2ply, there is unfortunately 5 minutes you shouldn't watch at the end of, I think is it season 3 or season 2? The penultimate season. You said the current season. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Captain Soja said that would still make it the current season. Would it? Would it really? Would it just make it the last season? Welcome, Captain Soja. I now have a renew. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's a tropical world. Okay, if I found another colony, I will name it after Captain Soja in this potentially doomed run of doomedness. I'll be finding out this week if I'm going to be moving somewhere else. I guess we'll repair for you. Yeah, Captain Soja, I might be going back to the original house that you met me at. Provided that it has not been damaged by the person who hasn't been paying rent and has been living there for a year and a half without paying rent and needs to be evicted. We will be knowing pretty soon if that person will be forcibly removed or just leave. But I think their last day is the middle of the week, so we'll see how that goes. No, it was rent to own, and then shenanigans happened under COVID where the guy couldn't meet his rent, but it was okay because it was under COVID, and then COVID things basically ended, and he made no effort to actually start paying either back rent or current rent or anything like that. So they were letting him slide even before the COVID thing happened because they didn't want to kick a dude out of his house. But I have people who need a house, who can pay for the house, who will have better lives for having the house. So I'm going to go potentially be roommates with them in the house. After years of study, some researchers on Taruga Sai are beginning to feel as though they understand the null void. There are currents, forces, some flow which gently pushes against the portals to Taruga Sai, bringing the traces of dark matter able to collect. Bringing the trace. Yeah, okay. In theory, it should be possible to make our portal more visible to these forces, which should result in a larger harvest. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I might be soon in a position where I will yet again be helping other people as roommates to have a roof over their head again. Just different roommates than the last time. Unspent trait points. Wait, hold on. Who has unspent trait points? Lilith, Lysian, Quelga. Lysian, Lilith, Quelgoth? Wait, who's the third one? Wait, what? Illithi, Quelgoth? Where's Quelgoth? Yoink? Hold on, Quelgoth. Showing galaxy species. What? I don't want galaxy species. I want my species. Hey, toggle. Empire species. Okay, so there's a galactic species with points left to spend, and I can spend it? Cost 0? Okay. Uplifted. This trait cannot be removed. Let's do... Wait, hold on. If you're radioactive, replaces 50% of base food with energy upkeep. This energy upkeep will be removed for pops living on tomb worlds. Oh, neat. I didn't know I could add that. Food from food jobs. Species habitability plus 30%. Habitability cap negative 30%. Defense army damage wouldn't be bad. Replaces 50% of base food upkeep with energy upkeep. Species is sustained by a combination of both food and sunlight. Oh. Interesting. Army damage and worker output resource. And create template. Alright, indentured servitudes. Apply template. Research 13 months.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Research complexes. Advanced research complexes. Let's get more energy. I forget how much I'm supposed to say or not supposed to say about the whole moving situation, but why did that all become yellow? What just happened? Creepy. Mirrors brightly. Maybe this happened. The Manifesti have unveiled their most public exhibition to date. A new, extremely popular interactive experience on Zeni invites visitors to manipulate reflections and images of themselves and to create distorted collages of political figures, some from other galactic empires. Critics herald these pieces as casting a necessary and harsh light upon our sense of self. The exhibition has also inspired a number of other satirical works, both on domestic issues and on pan-species relations. Debate amongst the social researchers is lively. More conservative voices urge caution. A bold statement or a diplomatic disaster waiting to happen shut them down. Deep reflection modifier. Monthly society research plus 50%, 15%. Fine. More society. Something increased kobold habitability. Oh no! I've interrupted kobold habitability. Show us your wares. We do not need another governor. Please move along. Nothing to see here. I cannot stress how overpowered everybody around us is. I cannot stress it enough. Okay. Can I make this stuff any better? Any techs I forgot about? I could technically make the defensive things better.
Special
How are we doing on
project
trade value?
complete.
Trade value is doing okay. The napalm bombing campaign has been effective in decimating the migrating forests of Mirish. Massive firestorms have left a smoldering landscape in their wake, in which our ecologists have planted more traditional and significantly less mobile off-world trees. Losses to the planet's wildlife have been substantial, but within acceptable limits. Excellent. Migrating forest modifier removed. Removed! Upgrade over here. You guys look like you could use some fun. Oh boy. Alright guys. Yoink. We cannot enter these guys' borders now. Okay. Okay, alright, okay. So that's happening. Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I think this run is bunk, but I'm gonna keep pressing forward. We'll see what happens. Oh, the manifesti are still happening. Rumors abound that a new faction may be formed, inspired by the so-called manifestism. Its proponents proponents speak of contradictory and bizarre causes, such as free movement of rivers and greater personal autonomy for munitions. Existing factions complain that their events are being disrupted by these manifesti, whose spurious queries are interfering with acts of everyday governance. Interesting, or we must root out these time wasters? We must root out these time wasters. No more faction weirdness. Okay. I'm expecting to have war declared upon me. I just am. So, kind of expected in the next episode? Yeah. I've been Hunterman. This has been Stellaris, and for those of you watching later on YouTube, I will see you in the future.